welcome to another edition of Real Estate Investor Talk. And I'm sitting here with Nomzamo Radebe. And Nomzamo is the CEO of JHI. And more importantly, she is our industry leader. She is the president of SAPO, the South African Property Owners Association as well. Nomzamo, thank you very much for the opportunity. Tell us a little bit about your property story.
Thank you for inviting me. My journey basically started in 2006 when I ventured into the property industry. Prior to that, I was in financial services, in treasury management and so forth. But at that time, that was then 2006, that was the turning point. And I went into the industry as a CFO for a company called Pareto Limited, which is a company that specializes in retail.
Yes.
Retail centers. And at the time, I didn't understand the significance of getting into the property industry. It seemed like any other industry.
Right.
However, as I got into this, I realized, my goodness, it has its own unique language. It has its own dynamics. There's actually a whole lot of literature and education that one needs to have to be able to make sense of what is happening within this industry. And so I carried on, and over time I kind of started also venturing into the industry, spreading my wings beyond Pareto, and that's how I guess I've grown as an individual. And eventually I moved out of Pareto after I had been a chief investment officer there for a good 3 years or so, and I ventured into JHI. JHI being a property services company, part of Cushman and Wakefield Accelerate, which is part of a global group. Yes.
So you're entering into the industry financial, and because I think if you're in this game and you're in the financial game, you kind of got a little bit of a start ahead. Do you think that helped you?
I think it did. You know, my background as a chartered accountant has really served me well. Everything that I have done over my career has been to build on that foundation. And because it's a qualification that has got is multifaceted, I've found that it has enabled me to venture into different things and be able to tackle a legal matter, and the next moment it's a tax matter, and then it's a pure financial accounting, and then it's just pure commercial transaction. It has enabled me to be able to venture into those different aspects without having to worry about my skill and understanding.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
So tell me just a little bit about what's your day to day? What's your day look like? I mean, or a typical week of Nomzamo.
my days are never the same, and I try to kind of strategize about how I'm going to tackle the week, which talks to identifying what are the focus areas, and then kind of venturing into those for the week. That helps in terms of kind of steering the ship. However, things happen every day. Different things happen. It could be staffing matters that people management issues that one must deal with, and then it could be something that deals with a service-related query that I need to make sure is being dealt with. It could be new business. It could be anything. So on a daily basis, my days are varied. I need to make sure that our company continues to deliver the right service to our clients. I need to make sure that we are maintaining the right relationships with our clients and other stakeholders. Proper risk management is in place, that we're running a profitable business, so be able to understand my revenue stream, my cost lines, and so on. So there's so many aspects that one needs to cover, say, in a span of a week and in a month. We've also got branches beyond our Johannesburg office, so one needs to also make time to visit those branches.
Also outside of South Africa? Also
outside of South Africa. We've got offices there, so one needs to make time for that. So, you know, there's traveling that's involved as well. I also think it's very important for me to be able to understand the properties that we manage. So I do try and make time also to venture out and go and walk the sites, the various shopping centers and commercial properties and so on.
Now, Nomzamo, I mean, last year was quite a massive year for you. I mean, you were appointed as president of SAPOA, South African Property Association, Owners Association. I mean, that's a massive honor.
It was.
And I think, and you still are. So tell us a little bit about that, and also your role there as an industry leader.
I started getting involved with SAPOA probably it was about 2010 when I first went into participate and look after a bursary fund that SAPOA formed together with Parit and other industry players at the time. And I went in there to try and start that, participate in that initial initiative, and I still am a trustee of the bursary fund, and in fact I'm the chairperson of the bursary fund. So that's how I got involved with SAPOA, and over time I realized that I could get more involved with the industry body, because there's so much to be done to promote skills, to make sure that we understand the legislative impact of whichever changes would be there, and also just to make sure that SAPOA is the commercial voice, is the voice, the credible voice for the property industry. So I got into, because of my financial expertise, I got involved in the audit and risk committees, then got into the board, and just got more involved. And that's how it kind of evolved to a point where now I'm the chairperson there, being the president of the association.
So Nomzamo, what kind of changes or what kind of things would you like to implement, or what things would you like to see different in the industry?
I would like, and what I'm doing is continuing to be that strong voice for the industry, and for us to liaise with the various mayors, government officials, to be able to form a close liaison between the property industry and government, because the two have to work together. You know, you normally find in the municipality, typically the rates and taxes form the majority of the income stream. And where do the rates and taxes come from? Property.
Absolutely.
So it's very important that happens. So we've been doing quite a bit of that. Secondly, education has been a key focus. I think it's so important that we make it known in South Africa that property industry is not an exclusive industry. It's an industry that can be accessed by people from all backgrounds. And as a result, we participate in initiatives that are there to create awareness of property industry, also to make sure that we empower people with skills, those who are already in the industry, for them to be able to grow within it, as well as people who have not been inside the industry, through the bursary fund, through short-term courses, and so forth, so that our industry can be skilled, and we can have the right impact. From a GDP point of view, it's a significant contributor.
Absolutely.
So those education has been a thing, and then also the advocacy has also been one of my.
Well, it sounds like it's not an easy job. It's a tough job.
Yes.
And obviously it comes also with challenges and that kind of stuff. How does Nomzamo handle it when there's a big challenge?
I love challenges. So I think for me it's always about if I have a challenge, how am I going to do it? And I like sort of having to come up with plans on how one gets it done. I also want to say that I learned a long time ago that I'm not a superwoman. I do not try and do everything by myself. It's important to be able to surround yourself with the right people who can help you and give support. So I do that, whether it's in my workspace, to surround myself with a brilliant team. Also in my home life, I do the same. That's critical, and that's how really I get it done. Diary management is key. So it's just a combination of that. And then I think it's being passionate. I'm very passionate about our industry, but just really passionate about being successful and making a difference in this world. So it's a combination of all of those things. I've got that spirit that says I can do anything. The sky is the limit, and you can't even get to the sky. So
Nomzamo, I think it's an absolutely wonderful attitude to have, and thank you for the opportunity. I don't know if there's anything in closing you would like to add, just in terms, but I think I'd like to thank you for your contribution to the industry, and I think, with your background, you definitely, I think, going to be somebody of absolute significance going forward. And thank you for your wonderful approach.
Thank you very much, Neale. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Nomzamo. Thank you very much.